Hi YouTube, welcome back to my FIFA 15 career mode. This time around we're going to be rolling with Liverpool, and as some of you may know, I am a Southampton fan. I grew up in Canada, so I don't have any, real attachments to any clubs. I'm more of a fair weather fan when it comes to stuff like that, but I have, friends from Liverpool, so I've come to enjoy them as well, and Southampton has a Canada connection. But here's what's happening. First of all, I want to say thanks everyone who watched the kind of test Southampton career mode. I really had a lot of fun doing that, and it's too bad it ended in a firing due to overly high expectations from the board. But we did get an FA Cup final victory, which is nice. And it actually probably worked out for the best, because apparently there's a glitch in FIFA, or there was a glitch in FIFA where players were that were on loan were actually owned by their loanee clubs. So for example, Ryan Bertrand is on loan from Chelsea to Southampton, and in that career mode, and I was curious as to why this was when it was happening, but I didn't really think too hard about it because we hadn't got to the second season. But Ryan Bertrand was actually owned by Southampton in that career mode. So there were a couple of other players like that who were on loan. Obviously, you can think of some Liverpool players that are out, and Chelsea has loaned out quite a few players. So that would have probably been a little unfortunate had we gone through later years. That being said, it seems to be rectified in this career mode roster. But let me finish that. Thanks very much, guys, for watching. I really appreciated all the support. It's kind of my first time really doing one of these things, so I'm glad to see some people enjoying it. And as always, if you enjoy these videos, please leave me a like or subscribe, as it really helps me out. And leave me some feedback, leave me some comments. I've seen a few of the comments you guys have left. They've all been really helpful, and as I always say, the comments and feedback help me help you, because ultimately I want to have as much fun as I can doing this, and I want you guys to have as much fun as you can watching this. So it really helps everyone when you leave the feedback. But that's enough of all of that. Let's get to what we're seeing on the screen here. So, why Liverpool narrow tie? Well, I'm doing Liverpool because, fear not, the Southampton career mode, I've been tinkering around with a way to kind of like figure out how to approach it, i.e. starting in year 2 and then picking up from there. But I think I'm going to put it on the back burner because the more I play FIFA, and I've been playing some FIFA Ultimate Team as well, this year I'm terrible. I'm really, really bad, and I don't really want the Southampton career mode to be like a mishmash of difficulty levels and whatnot. I'd kind of like to start it on world class rather than starting on professional and working my way up. So what I decided to do as I learn the game, before I start my true kind of Southampton career mode, is I'm going to do a Liverpool career mode. And once I get decent enough at the game again, this Liverpool career mode will continue for as long as it's interesting to me and you guys, alongside the Southampton career mode. My goal would be to probably do about 3 of these, maybe. 1 Southampton, 1 Liverpool, and then 1 either in a foreign league or in say the Championship or League 2, and try to bring them up to the Premier League. So, a couple of things here. What you're seeing on screen is the squad report. I sort of sped the video up, so you guys might want to pause and look at it. But basically, some things I noticed right off the bat, and I'm going to try and refrain from commenting on real-life Liverpool. Just comment on the club and the game based on their overalls and that sort of thing. First things first, we need another keeper. I don't have a problem with Mignolet, but there are only 2 keepers on this club, and I like to have a third, just in case. I'm a bit of a worrywart, so with the summer transfer window disabled, that's going to have to happen in January, but that's a priority. Shouldn't cost us too much. We can just take someone on loan just in case. And the other thing we're going to have to look at is the major contracts that are expiring at the end of this year: Kolo Toure, Jose Enrique, and Glenn Johnson. So 2 fullbacks and a center back, and defense is not exactly our strong suit, as you can see. I think Skirtle is our highest rated defender with Mamadou Sakho and Dejan Lovren. So that's something we're going to have to shore up the back four, and we're going to have to decide what to do with Jose Enrique and Kolo Touré come January, because either we're going to have to keep them and let them go on a free transfer if we don't want to re-sign them, or we're going to have to transfer them and hopefully just get what we can get and then try and bring in some replacements. I like Flanagan. Flanagan is a younger left back. For those of you that don't know, he's born and raised in Liverpool, I believe. Came up through the youth system. Very young kid. Showed a lot of promise last year. I think he's still currently injured right now, which is why he hasn't really been playing. But we also have the left back position seems fairly strong because we've got Alberto Moreno, who has a ton of pace and is fairly offensive. We've got Flanagan, and center back is, Lovren I like. Sakho I have to see because his ratings are good, but defensively he's not sort of where I'd like him to be at that position. But all of our defenders have pace, which is nice. But we definitely need to upgrade that right back position because Glenn Johnson is really the only guy that's there. You can throw Flanagan in as he can play both of those full-back wings or full-back positions. So we're going to look at doing that. Besides that, this team looks really strong. You have Balotelli and Sturridge up front, along with Fabio Borini, who's a guy I'm not a fan of. So you guys probably saw earlier, I've already transfer listed him. Obviously we can't do anything yet, but come January he's out the door unless somehow he's racking up, multiple goals in his limited play time. But what we're going to do is we're going to use Borini probably in some cup matches alongside maybe one of Sturridge or Balotelli. And we're probably going to stick with the 4-4-2 kind of style, at least initially, or 4-4-3 with Sturridge on the wing and Balotelli in the middle. And we'll see how that goes. We're going to try and be, obviously, offense is our biggest asset, but we have to make sure that we don't concede. We don't concede very many goals because, the loss of Luis Suarez is definitely going to be a tough one there. Although Sturridge and Balotelli are two pretty good replacements there from a goal perspective, anyways. So that I think pretty much sums up the squad. Strength on offense, weakness on defense. You saw me looking for a youth scout. I want to get 2 youth scouts, one for England and then one for probably Spain. Or maybe, one of those other kind of European countries, maybe Spain or Italy. I don't necessarily want to do another UK country because I normally do that. So England and Spain will probably be it. But I'm waiting to get a 5-star scout, preferably an English one, and I haven't been able to get one. There was a 4-star one, and I'm kind of regretting not grabbing that because it's first game of the season by the end of this video, and I still don't have any of my youth scouts hired yet. So that's going to be something we need to look on. I think the idea will be that if I don't get one by September, as you can see, there's another 4 and 5-star, but I want 5 stars all around. I think if we don't get one by September 1st, we got to take a 4-star as soon as they're there, and then we'll look for a 5-star whenever they arrive. Because you can see they're getting worse. With that said, guys, we're coming towards the end of the video. So I hope you've kind of enjoyed this this setup for the new career mode. For those of you enjoying the Southampton one, I hope you guys will give this a chance and take a look and enjoy it. Should be a similar amount of fun. And, keep in mind the Southampton one is coming along, but this one is going to be more of a, kind of figuring out where my skills lie and that sort of thing. So you guys can we'll finish off with some of the transfer targets I'm going to be looking at, including Sergio Aguero. Yes, I would like to bring him there. I know that might be heresy to some people, but it's happening. Great player who only plays like 5 minutes a game. And so next episode we're going to get into some actual gameplay footage, and hopefully the process will be we'll try and get through maybe a month an episode. We'll see how that goes. Maybe a little bit less, but that's the goal. So we come towards the end of the episode, guys. Thanks very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Take care.